Dante's Boxing Nation. I'm over here with my man Jeff Mayweather. What's going on, man?
Not too much.
Same old, same old. Anything, any changes? Anything crazy happened recently?
Nah.
No, it's just another day, huh?
Yep, another day.
Let me ask you about this Canelo situation, man. This dilemma we have now. Canelo, he done won a title at the middleweight division at 160. Golovkin is supposed to be his mandatory, right? But Canelo, he don't want to fight at 160, but he wants to keep the belt. They gave him a deadline. Matter of fact, the deadline is supposed to be today. Either it's going to be...
But I mean, don't get me wrong. If he won the title, he don't have no mandatory with no other champion. So he don't have to fight him. So, I mean, it's up to... He can still fight at 60 or he can fight at 54. But, I mean, the thing is that the title that he has, I mean, maybe they'll strip him just because of the fact that he won't fight Golovkin, but he don't have to fight him. That's his choice. I mean, they're two separate organizations, and you can't make a person fight another person if you're not. And if you're not, it's different. Mandatory mean that you're not champion. That mean that you got the #1 position, not your world champion. So once you get to the #1 spot, then you become a mandatory. Then you have no way. You have to fight that person, or you got to relinquish the title in 90 days.
But what if that just became the WBC's new rules, where you do have to fight other champions because maybe they want to...
That ain't the rules.
That ain't the rules.
That ain't the rules.
Yeah.
They ain't finna change no rules for nobody, because the thing is this. If they got a good champion, they're going to control that champion. They're going to control who he fights.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, Jeff. What if there's a #1 mandatory who wants to fight for Canelo's belt at 160, and Canelo says, I'm only going to fight you at 155? Then what do you do?
Don't get me wrong. I mean, that in itself, I mean, you know, is wrong. But at the same time, I mean, the way boxing is now, is all these catch weights and stuff like that. I mean, you know, I mean, it gives the fighter and the organization less credibility to me. But at the end of the day, I mean, if being that Canelo is one of the biggest names left in boxing, they're going to allow him to do whatever he wants to do.
But what do you think? Should Golovkin go down to 155 and meet Canelo's demands, or should Canelo go up to 160? I mean, he came in the Cotto fight at about 170.
Put it this way. Golovkin need him. He don't need him. Triple G needs him. So it's only going to be one way it's going to happen. And that's going to be Canelo's way. And if it ain't going to happen that way, it ain't going to happen at all.
This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.